Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Let's Play Blood Bowl. So as you can see, we have the Haters Gonna Hate lineup. We replaced our dead Goblin from last time, so back up to 15 players. We have a match coming up against an Ork team. So it should be getting a good amount of inducements again, so I'm going to leave my last slot open. Not that I have any choice, I've got no gold left. But let's see if we can get Ripper again, have that nice strong lineup. Yeah, so we should have enough to hire Ripper, the Troll Star player, which gives me 2 Trolls in the team and Ripper as a star to be my line of scrimmage. And I also have the Fanatic in case one of the Trolls goes down, and just to be a general annoying piece to put in there. So I'm going to basically be doing the same kind of things I did against the Nurgle Rotters team I played last week. Trying to keep the trolls up, try and minimise the impact of really stupid, and if I get the choice I will kick first, play defence, and then try to take out some of the players with the special weapons. Oh, Black Orks are potentially a problem, especially if they've got a lot of guard and everything in their team. It gets frustrating if they start swamping the trolls, but equally it opens up.
Everybody, and we.
Hi there.
Hey, hi Jim, and we.
Hi, Bob.
Hey, so this match promises to have the stands rocking.
Rocky no more, Bob. The hooligans have already strung up the band. Oh, yes.
A quick glance at the player stats, and you
So,
soon realize
usual setup, we're going to remove the special weapons that I don't want on for the first drive. Give myself a bit more space in the line of scrimmage. I don't want them to be able to gang up too easily on all 3 of my trolls. I'd rather drag it out across the full length. Bit more aggressive in my wide field players. Poor goaler generally stays on the field for the entire game. And then we'll position a loony relatively aggressively. I want to be able to move in and blitz with him and try and get some lucky armor rolls where and when I can. So other things I've thought about doing whilst I'm doing these playthroughs is just generally talking about other things that have been going on as well.
With a player of his ilk
So,
coming onto the pitch,
for
the
example,
match is gonna take
we
on a
ran
great
the
deal of
Calgary
influence.
X-Wing regionals over the weekend. 54 players, really good. Best turnout I've ever had in Calgary. Not too bad. Losing an extra turn, it means I only have to hold them for less turns. But equally, if I don't hold them, I've got less time. So
We don't see much
puts
of the
pressure on the
heroes of
early
war
game
these
now.
days.
I don't know.
For any spectators who
Yeah,
are
54
aware that
players for
heroes of
Calgary
war
Regional.
hope
It's
to
the
show
biggest
world
event
a
we've had in
better way
Alberta.
by honest, strategic playing
Was
on the
won
pitch.
by Nim Miranda, and I'm going to be doing a video probably Wednesday on Nim Miranda. It's really one of those controversial lists at the moment, but it'll be a good one to do a breakdown of, so that will be coming. So, Troll stunned, down next turn, should be up the turn after. So, Ripper is knocked out. So I'm down to 1 troll and a chainsaw. They've started forming their cage, so we need to deal with this goblin. Don't want him hanging around the backfield. Really annoying. I know how annoying goblins can be. They're my entire team, after all. So we'll put some weight into trying to get rid of this little git. Position this guy to help the troll stand up next turn, maybe. Okay. This is going to be one of those games for a chainsaw. Don't want to follow up because then I'd have to send a goblin with him to keep him moving. So leave the troll where he is. Not the worst result, but could have been better. At least it didn't get injured. Okay, that makes up for it. That balances the first turn out nicely, actually. Losing Ripper was hard, but getting 2 effective turns means the loss of that troll for a round wasn't really important. Yeah. Do we follow up? Yeah, I should have followed up. Chainsaw rolls a 1 again. But actually gets through the hammer this time, so...
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department.
Okay. Should have done that earlier. Now I want to do what they did to me and have one of my goblins hanging around the back in case he does ever leave the ball carrier open. But let's go and jump on someone's face.
This Goblin team reminds me of the 1496 Lowdown Rats. That year, they trained with a giant black war wolf.
Oh, yeah, the wolf ate 6 players and then ran away into the swamps with the only ball they had.
Some teams have no luck. A player is being trampled into the pitch, and the crowd are lapping it up.
I hope he likes eating dirt.
No, happy with the positioning. We're all good. So, pulling back into the backfield. So that's normally a good sign. Even on hard, the computer makes these stupid decisions, but what can you do? It protects the ball, but you can tell when they're going to go for negative plays.
You can't say much about that.
Awesome. Star player points for the troll.
Well, that's the end of the match for him.
With an injury like that, I think we're talking career, don't you, Bob?
And now I've set up the chain to be able to push him off the pitch. Is there anything else I should do first? Setting up these chain blocks is pretty rudimentary, but extremely powerful if you can get them.
The referees guild has decided to hire a bodyguard for each game.
Another brilliant idea. And just how effective will one bodyguard be against a stadium full of supporters?
Chainsaw.
True, could be a bit one-sided.
Rolls a 1 again. That's 3 1s in a row.
Oh, this player is going to have a little nap.
And the wake-up will not be too early after this one.
Well, I think we know who they're targeting this time. Not really rolling badly hurt, that's fine.
Teeth down his throat.
Regeneration keeps him there anyway.
I think that he'll be able to heal him.
No problem. That apothecary is a real pro. He always gets them through to the end of the match, thanks to his skills with cat gut.
So I can get to a ball carrier relatively easily.
Just look at the fans. They're red hot.
Yeah,
A
make sure
majority
there's
of
no
fans
stupid
leave.
passes coming out of this Orc team.
Prevents a small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in the fun, they might as well stay home and watch it on Cablevision.
Trying to plan out the best position when all of this fails, because I'm out of rerolls now.
That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splodge.
Every now and again, Blood Bowl throws up a real mixed bag of a team.
Like the motley horde that's made up of a bunch of misfits.
Yeah, can't be easy to coach those cast-offs every day of the week.
So I'm pretty confident not scoring on me this turn. Oh, well, this half.
The opponent looks a little dizzy. Nice move. This is really agile. The opponent couldn't do anything. And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway.
He's got 2 turns to get that ball into the end zone, but I should have enough here to try and stop it.
I think she's singing him a lullaby.
A mouthful of knuckle and then a mouthful of dirt.
Yeah, he went down face first.
So it gives me a 2 dice block on a ball carrier.
The first quality required of an orc is to be able to hit hard and, if possible, not to think. The latter is considered a nasty
I've
fault.
got
Keep
players
him quiet for a while.
in tackle zones riding the ball, but I don't know.
Good hand skills. The ball is
So I fully expect to drop it now. Definitely feel safe that we're not scoring now. Definitely. I've got this. So my pogo can score if I get him a ball. Just in case, we'll cover off their only player who's a threat. Let's go for it. Oh no.
endemic in this sport.
Isn't it written
So
into
as
the
we
game
said, blitzing with trolls is never a good idea. We need to try and thin this out a little bit.
I don't know if we really like that uppercut.
He may not have liked it, but he certainly ate it.
So I lose my blitz as well, unfortunately. So I have no more blocks to play if I want to actually get that ball carrier out of there. Let's hand it off.
The defender was made to look stupid there.
And
Well,
let's
this
go
man
for
slips
it.
between the other one's hands.
Yes, and yet they were clawed.
He did him with the old, you look that way, I go the other.
And touchdown. Well done, Shane. That makes up for all of those ones earlier for Chainsaw eating into my reroll pool. So the vitally important thing you need to remember now, especially if you're playing the game, is it will always try to put your special weapons onto a pitch. There's only going to be one turn here. So that's scored in turn 7. So make sure anyone who can get sent off is not on the field at this point. So there's the Fanatic, let's get rid of him.
Today's insight comes from Jaime Schnibbel, coach and owner of the Goblin Lowdown Rats team. In yesterday's Spike magazine, he said that Blood Bowl was like war. No winners.
So I
just
should get a turn to try to pummel them, but they get a turn to try and pummel me too. But it's an Ork team, so I don't have to worry about turn 1 touchdown.
Do you think you'll be able to get up after that blow, Jim?
Oh, yes. He's not the sort to stay down.
Dead. Well, I've got a full half to go with 2 trolls still on the field, so we'll lose another goblin. It's part and parcel of the game.
Come again?
Most of the time you should be able to afford to replace a single goblin. It's only if you lose 2 a game that you start having to struggle to get your roster back up to 15, 16 players.
He checked that move.
Made him look stupid, you mean?
So, my turn. We'll try. Well, I get 1 blitz. I'm going to probably use it with Ripper because it's not going to fail that way. And hit the hardest thing I can and try to take it out again.
Corruption so widespread that the Referees Guild has set up rules concerning
doesn't
where,
matter.
when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Potentially keeps him out for the half.
Season, clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate.
That player's pecking away on a stretcher.
I'm still alive. I can see the drool.
Already halftime?
Some lovely goblin cheerleaders there.
Combined spirit.
Yeah, the coaches will have fine-tuned their dosages of medication.
So I still have enough players to field my full lineup after a half against an Ork team. So the game's going well. Not to mention being 1-0 up. So with the setup they've gone for, there's no easy placement of a Fanatic, but we'll try and weigh 1 flank with Ripper. Should probably put Ripper on the other flank because of them having the extra Ork there. And I'm probably going to notice it now. Yeah, there we go.
Here's a player who's marked Blood Bowl history.
Maybe, but I can remember marking his face with my studs.
Move next to a ball. Gives me a chance to potentially catch it. I do want to actually try to score here, so I'm gonna take a more aggressive approach. More aggressive than I would normally take anyway.
The Troll's super champion.
Interesting.
And I can tell you that he's as violent off the pitch as on it. He's skinned alive my colleague from Elf magazine.
What do you expect when you put an elf next to a troll? It's nothing personal, just an instinctive reaction.
Yeah, we're good with that. Not a bad ball bounce for a ball there. It leaves it in a tackle zone, so it starts off hitting things.
Now there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry. If it wasn't for the blood flowing from his nose and mouth, you'd swear he was having a rest. That's one regulation clobber.
Oh well. So, this one is not a game for special weapons, it would appear.
You're assuming then that he had something between his ears to begin with. This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family.
Look over there. Some cute little elf beauties are selling big moot sandwiches in the
That's
stand.
good. The troll's staying on his feet for a change.
And so now you like big moot sandwiches?
No way.
So again, that little shitbag goblin is through the line, so we need to try and deal with him. Send Ripper in. Oh yeah. You kill a goblin, I kill a black hawk.
Brilliant sidekick to the face.
Today is a good day.
Slow motion.
The morgue will be doing overtime after this match.
Not the city watch, though. It'll be the usual justifiable homicide.
Yes, if the opposition hadn't got him, the fans would.
Now, Orks have always gone for a power game. And you have to realize that it was only recently that they discovered the purpose of the ball.
Only one reroll left, so this is actually a difficult choice. Yeah. We'll save for reroll.
Oh, if I was in his place, I'd be looking for a place to hide. Down and eat the dust. It's good for you.
I should have stood that player up before I tried to pick the ball up. There's another Black Orc I can try and take out again. If you're playing against friends, probably not the best thing to do, targeting all of their Black Orcs, because they may stop being your friend.
Well, that's one with a good reason to go see the apothecary.
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one.
He's got the ball.
Shane's gonna do it again.
You remember the 2503 season, which saw the retirement of one of Blood Bowl's favorite killers? No Blood Bowl,
Reroll that
who
one.
after 8 great seasons finally hung up his chainsaw.
It lopped off more heads than any other chainsaw in history, including a massive 14 decapitations in one match.
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done!
Try and keep the pressure on the patrols.
As soon as he throws his first punch.
We know the opponent will be out for lunch.
So other things I'm working on this week is some painting for the Infinity Army, the Blizzard Force 6 that I was working on. I showed off some of the models on my This Week in Hating Dice video. I've got the Order Sergeants on the table at the moment, and about 90% done, so they should be finished in time to make the This Week in Hating Dice video for this week. There's a fortuitous stumble for the Orc trying to dodge out Ripper's tackle zone. Yeah, just push him out.
Yesterday,
That is
I
not a good
interviewed
place for that
Ripper
Orc to be
Bullseye,
stood.
the Troll's super champion.
Interesting.
And I can tell you that he's as violent off the pitch as on it. He's skinned alive my colleague from Elf magazine.
What do you expect when you put an elf?
I need to
next
try and
a
make a
troll?
little bit more
It's not
space to
just
get the
an
pogo
instinctive
through.
reaction.
So it's a 1 dice. I can get it to 2 pretty easily here. But I don't want to block my channels too much. The pogoing blitz. So because I want the pogoer to actually be a force to be reckoned with later on in the campaign, I'm doing everything I can to try and get star play points on him. So use him for the blitzes. He's got the extra move to help get into position as well. And well, you can. I'm never going to pass with him because the handoff's safer. So unless I really have to, it's always going to be the handoff over the pass. But I don't mind doing the blitzes with him as well. Like I said, any way you can get extra star player points onto him, it does have the potential to be a really strong player in your
The
lineup.
first quality required of an orc is to be able to hit hard and, if possible, not to think. The latter is considered a nasty flaw.
Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things.
So, time's getting closer. I'm still 1-0 up, but that's probably the better choice for the block. I need to try and clear its space. Let's just get him through now. The gap's there, let's do it.
Style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow!
Wizards have not always been able to cast spells safely from behind the sidelines. Were you playing at the time in an Albion League, a second division that prohibited spellcasting from off the pitch?
Oh, yes. They were great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how well Wizards stood up to the mad charge of a raving Blood Bowl star. The noise created by a sizzling fireball, followed by the characteristic sound of the snapping of the Wizard's neck.
So, decision time is how to get the 3 dice block onto this orc. So 2 dice. 3 with a goblin is pretty difficult. Good enough.
He sent him down for a chat with the Astrogranite.
I didn't use my bullets yet, so I'm trying to find an opportune moment. But we'll probably take the safe play.
Now, Orks have always gone for a power game, and you have to realize that it was only recently that they discovered the purpose of the ball during a match.
I bet that hurt. Good job his nose got in the way.
Yeah, otherwise he'd have got it full in the face.
So I was contemplating hitting more stuff here, but if I just to take a touchdown, I can't lose this game now. And it's 2 touchdowns of Shane the pole goer,
Just take the pills.
so it should be an advancement for him.
We'll see if the opposition has got an answer.
So depending on how the star player point roll goes, I could get two advancements this in the post match of this game.
Coach must have dug deep to find the money to hire this star player.
They better win, or the fans will be digging deep to bury him.
3, 2, 1.
Blast up!
The player has got the ball, and now he's the main target.
Did you hear that the Orchard Raiders lost their last match against the Dancers?
Dancers? You mean war dancers?
So again, just not much to worry about now. We're going to just keep pounding my line. I'm going to try and get star player points on my trolls where I can, but we'll see how it goes.
Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
Well, the easiest target to actually hurt is obviously the goblin. Doesn't matter if you put out a black orc or a goblin, you get the same points. Pile it on with the polegoer. nothing. Really stupid. That makes it difficult to get more points with those trolls, but I didn't really want to waste my potential for my blitz. So let's just hit people with the goblins.
There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistants to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusader Stadium to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium.
The dodgiest of Orc teams. Maybe not. And that's a game. No way he's scoring here. Especially if he runs that way.
If he doesn't come round pretty quickly.
Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often.
So this should put me in a pretty strong position. My next match is going to be against the Wizardman team, I think. So I should be poised to make it out of groups.
Who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown
Sent off at the end of the game. Oh well.
The only way to end a downward spiral.
2-0 to the haters gonna hate. HGH? I don't know. I suppose I should think of a catchy name for me. Roll a 5 is not bad. I'll take the. It's enough to replace my dead goblin.
Yes, I'm not sure what their game plan was, but it's certainly
That's a bit of a
didn't
shitter.
involve
Ripper sucking up the star player points is
a team that can't kick
isn't the
ball.
best, but at least Shane's gonna level up.
What really counts is for the team to win.
Well, he did his best, but it just wasn't good enough.
And a
They had
double.
him under pressure
Okay.
for the whole of the match, and I reckon
This is gonna be interesting.
on the fingers of one hand.
Blood Bowl just ain't what
Now-
it used to be. Nobody doped to the eyeballs.
It's just
Block.
entertainment. You've got to respect
A
the
blocking-
referee.
a
Stick to
blodging
the rules, and
goblin
isn't scared
pole
to
goaler
send players
is
packing.
quite an attractive idea, but I don't know. Let's have a think. I do like leader or kick. I'm probably not going to get the opportunity to take leader again, but a bludgeoning pole goaler. So, because I keep the pole goaler on the pitch almost all the time, I think I'm going to take leader here. Like I said, I do really enjoy kick as well. As if it was a normal goblin, I probably would have taken kick straight away. It's normally the first skill I take for a human team or something like that. But an extra reroll is going to come in handy. You saw how quickly I burnt through them there. Oh, hire another goblin puts me back up to 15 players. Get one of those sexy goblin cheerleaders. Then we're keeping the value of the team relatively low. at the moment. Without having that extra play, we should still be getting some good amount of inducements for the next game. We are top of league. It looks like the Nurgle team that I beat last week did beat the Lizard Men. So the best I can do, well, I can go undefeated obviously. Let's have a look. 3 Saurus, a lot of Skinks and a Croxagore. Croxagore doesn't have anything extra. A strength 3 Skink could be annoying, and then lots of blocking Saurus. My trolls will hit harder, but not having block makes it about even. And that's it. Make sure you tune in next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe.